DizzyPunch.
Hello, my name's Todd and I'm here from Earthformer Games to promote our upcoming Kickstarter, folkors-fabulous-friends. It's a supplement for D&D 5e, compatible with 2014 and 2024 rules, and it's going to include at least 6 new subclasses, a bunch of original magic items, and a chance to play in one-shots with other backers. Today I'll be running a one-shot called Duke Zigmund of the Reaching Woods, and the DizzyPunch animation gang have very kindly agreed to create characters using some of the subclasses from the upcoming Kickstarter. So if any of them sound interesting, or if you'd like to know more, search for folkors-fabulous-friends on Kickstarter, or follow Earthformer Games on Instagram for all the latest updates. Over the past few months, you've made a name for yourselves as monster hunters. You're at the point where you no longer need to check the Help Wanted board of every town you pass through, and increasingly people are coming to you looking for help. It was no surprise then when the people of Scornubel, a small town upriver from Baldur's Gate, came to you looking for assistance with a creature that's been terrorizing them for years. After travelling to the town and speaking with a few locals, it seems nobody's certain what's been happening, but the story most latch onto is that of Duke Zigmund. Some of the older inhabitants of the town remember Duke Zigmund as a philanthropist and adventurer from their youth, who lived in a grand mansion in the Reaching Woods, who one day returned from an expedition a changed man, with bloodlust behind his eyes. This seems to be when the problems began. We'll join our adventurers as evening falls and you trudge into the Reaching Woods. Any road has long since given way to a muddy path. Thick fog swirls around your feet, and the night sky is a sheet of pure black, as if the stars themselves are afraid to shine on this cursed place. As you're beginning to give up hope for your search, a grand manor comes into view between the trees, and a flickering light seems to guide you forward.
Oh, that is spooky. I'm very glad I left the lights on.
I just want to clap. That was awesome, guys, right?
That was really amazing. You have a good, introduction voice.
Thank you.
You have a voice I could fall asleep to, my friend.
Yeah, you're boring. Go.
No, that's not what I meant.
Now you're the one who insulted him.
We are so good at making friends.
So, what do we wish to do?
Okay, I would.
Would we like to introduce
Should
ourselves?
we introduce our characters or something? I don't want to start.
Oh,
Okay,
we don't want to start.
fine. I'll start.
Nick has to.
Your honor because it's your first time playing for so long.
Yeah, Hi, everyone. I'm Nick. This is the first time being a player in a while. Yay! Today I will be playing a very interesting character. I will say right now, I apologize to anyone who I've offended with this accent, but here it goes. Hello everyone, I'm Craig. I am a good old Sydney boy. Go Sydney Swans. About 16. I was out by a football pitch and I found this phone on the ground. And as I look into it, I got sucked in it. Into this fantasy world. Isekai, you might say. I've got pretty cool gear. I've got these boots with wings on them. I've got this shield that can catch arrows, which is awesome. And I got this phone that surprisingly still works. And weirdly enough, I got this number on it from my mate called Todd. I don't know who he is, but he gives me a lot of good answers when I need one. Now, I can do a bit of magic as well, but only in small times. During my travels, I met these 2 individuals. I will let them speak for themselves.
Yes, do you want to go first?
I met my friend Legion over here a while ago. Legion, introduce yourself.
There's not much talking. All you see is just a very tall figure. I would say around 2 meters tall, and they're wearing a mask and a robe that is covered in eyes, and they're kind of just staring at you.
Menacingly.
Menacingly.
Creepy. I am playing Neela. She is, well, no one really knows what kind of creature she is, but Craig met her somewhere in the jungles where he appeared after he got dropped into this world. And they've been traveling ever since together because she found him very fascinating. While they're walking down this path towards the flickering light, her eyes would be darting between the light and anything that moves around them and looks remotely interesting. She's always fidgeting with some twigs or some leaves she ripped off. And she looks like a rather whole human, but thin. Her arms and legs are long and kind of more like you would expect a monkey jumping from branch to branch. And her whole body is covered in colorful patterns that should be green, that should be camouflaging if she were still in the jungle. But it's definitely not in a dark, normal forest. And her hair seems to be constantly kind of changing colors a bit between green and brown and orange, with leaves kind of woven into them but also growing from it. She's almost part of nature itself in a kind of strange way and always a little bit changing. Yeah, that's her. That's me for today.
And I am playing everything and everyone else in the universe.
Including God.
Yeah.
Including God, yeah.
I've got
You
on
are
speed
God.
So yeah, your feet almost sort of stick in the mud every few steps as you continue to sort of trudge up this path. And again, you start to see just this large white stoned building, and on the front of it, there's just this Morse code of orange light seeming to come out of it.
I must say, I don't think we've ever seen something like this, right? It looks kind of weird.
You're new to this world, everything looks weird to you.
Oh well, you're kind of right. You also look weird.
I'll take that as a compliment. As I see that we're very much in imminent danger, I'm going to do two things for us. I'm going to use my Eldritch Invocation to already apply Mage Armor without casting a spell. Warlock.
Excellent, yeah.
And I will also use one of my other Eldritch Invocations known as Gift of the Protectors. I believe that's what it's referred to, yes. And I will take a selfie with everyone and put it in my digital scrapbook with their names.
Eyes.
Hopefully this will not have to come into play, but better to be safe than sorry.
Is this kind of a safe copy of all of us?
In a way, yeah.
That is fun.
Well-
Okay, since I am also sensing that, okay, this is probably kind of dangerous, at least by his reaction, I immediately change into a spider. Because that is tiny and probably less detectable.
Mm.
And I run up Craig's leg and
Ugh.
kind of
I'm
Sit
just
on
going
his
to keep
phone.
walking, and
Yeah.
I want to take a closer look at this house
All right,
and what
fantastic.
the hell is going on.
So, Legion, you're out front, and Craig, as long as you're willing, you have a little spider sat on your shoulder as you follow behind.
I mean,
Um,
he's an Aussie, he's used to insects and shit like that.
the only person who's not faced by a creepy
Yeah.
8-legged poisonous thing on him.
Perfect. Legion, do you want to break the tree line? Do you want to get out in the open, or you want to try to stay back a little bit and just try and see if you get any more detail?
I'm gonna stay back for now. Just take a look first.
Fantastic. Why don't you make a perception check for me? First roll of the game.
Okey-dokey.
The creature with many eyes.
With the very many eyes.
Yes. Oh yeah, I believe because of my beautiful robe of ice thingies that I have advantage if this perception check is with sight. So if I look at the fucking thingy, just need to find my dice for it. Yeah.
God, no problem.
With the magic power of editing, it's already here.
Woo! I got a dirty 20.
Okay, Dirty 20 still very good. So you sort of take a few steps forward and hide behind a tree and peek out, and then all the eyes on your robe sort of round to the front as well. And this is a very tall building. You think it's probably about 4 or 5 stories high, but looking at it, there are only 2 rows of windows. You can't really see into any of them from this distance, and you can see it almost looks like this big block, this big square building. Right, so you got the flat front goes off to the side. You can't see much of what's on the sides. And then on the front, there's another little sort of almost like an entranceway, you think. Another small sort of quite ordinary rectangular building on the front attached to it. And that is where there is a sort of door gently banging open and closed. And that is where the source of this light is coming from.
very strange building.
I say we go inside.
Alright.
Wait, can I talk as a spider? No, right?
Sure.
Yes, we can. Yeah.
Okay, good. Otherwise, this would be quite boring, and I would have used one of my 2 wild shape options just to like chill in silence from now on.
But you gotta have like a... You gotta have one of those voices though.
It's kind of
know.
squeaky high because it is like a small creature.
Yeah.
All right. So can I take it from that you are going to all approach?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, but I would like
approaching the
to
door.
climb off his back now or his shoulder now and kind of walk separately from them. So if someone were to see them, he would not see the obvious spider coming with them, but I could kind of sneak in
Sure.
like a few seconds after them.
You just want to pretend like you're a spider, right? You want to just be
Yes,
out
I'm a
for your,
spider.
for your evening walk. I understand. So, all right.
What do you think how spiders come into your house? They just take an evening walk
It's
and
just
then
on
they're
their route.
there in your nightmares.
So, well, I imagine there's 2 of you together, and then Neela as the spider. You're kind of off to the right a little bit, and it's a very slight incline up to this building. And as you break through the tree line into the sort of clearing around this building, again you can hear the kind of doom, doom, doom of the door banging over and over again. And before you get up to it, you notice there's a couple of other smaller structures around this building. Over to the left, as you're looking at it, there is a small wooden shack, almost the kind of size and shape, at the beginning of Shrek when he bursts out of his little outhouse. It's like that kind of small single door on the front little wooden building. And then over on the right-hand side, there are 2 towers. The one furthest from you is the same height as the building, and the one closer to you is about half of the height. And there's a rope bridge connecting the 2 of them from the top of the shorter one up to the taller one.
Craig, who has seen Shrek, immediately gets his guard up and be like, might be dealing with ogres today.
What's an ogre?
You'll not hear it. Let's hope we never find out. I guess Craig will try to enter
Where's
in.
in?
Craig has no fear.
And
Craig
kill
has...
everything that's inside there.
Craig's like, I'm the chosen one. This is my story. He thinks he's the protagonist in his own story. He's like, I am not dying. We're good. Let's go.
For some strange reason, he really isn't.
Perfect. So, okay, you walk straight up. I mean, the door is open. It's sort of, as I said, it's banging, so you can just grab it and pull it open and then look inside if you like.
I knock on the door. Postman. See if I get a response.
There is no response. I mean, your knocking and saying of postman is quite a bit quieter than the door banging, so it doesn't really seem to make an impact.
Just go through the
Just
door.
go inside. Yeah, just go for the door. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. So you sort of grab it with both hands. It's quite heavy, so it takes both hands for you to kind of push it open against the wind. Or the breeze that's banging it, and then you see there is this pretty small space inside, maybe 20 foot long, 10 foot across, not huge, and there is indeed a light in here. There's a chandelier, not huge, but hanging in the centre, lighting this space, and that's what was emitting this orange light. On the left-hand side of this room, you see 3 chairs, pretty nicely upholstered, wooden, with sort of purple velvet, and on the right-hand side, you see like an umbrella holder with a few heavy-duty parasols sticking out of it. And there is a carpet in there, and it's very muddy, very unclean. And there is another door, exactly the same as this one, at the far end of this room.
Is it open?
The door that you...
The second door.
No, the second door is closed.
Do we see any signs of people being around here, or...
Why don't we have another perception check, see if you can see if you notice anything.
let's go.
You see, Legion, I knew you'd be useful.
We can see everything.
So I have
Yes.
seen
Nat
with-
1 or is it a nat 20? Oh, it's a nat 20.
Nat 20, amazing. So, nat
you are
20.
great today.
Yeah, and with your 6,000 eyes, you pick up on a lot of detail. And what you notice is there are a few different sets of footprints, slightly obscured, but you notice them on the carpet. There is one sort of standard humanoid-sized, almost boot prints. And then there are multiple, much larger footprints. And it's not an animal, it's nothing you recognise, but it's like a large toad foot. and there's a few different of them going back and forth. The mud that has been left behind is at various stages of kind of hardening, so you think there's been quite a bit of activity over a long period of time. And the other thing you notice with perception is a smell of rot, of old meat. And it's very faint where you're still standing outside, but once you notice it, it's really takes over. It's all you can really notice.
Delicious. Wow. I guess I'm gonna tell this information to the others.
Alright, so we got toads to deal with. It's interesting.
And possibly something to eat, if it smells like rotting stuff.
Okay, we're gonna bookshelf that right now. So...
What's a bookshelf?
Alright, come on. That's... I could see a bookshelf right there.
Sometimes she just asks this question because she thinks it's funny that it's annoying to you.
Alright, I guess that we're gonna have to deal with these monsters. Legion, you wanna take the... You wanna go in front of us? Is that...
Sure. We're gonna go in front, and I guess we're just gonna keep walking if there is nothing interesting to see here.
Alright. So yeah,
and the tiny spiders by now crawling on the walls and on the ceiling, just on a chill walk.
Absolutely. So perfect. Yeah, you can be almost directly above Legion, just hanging from the ceiling if you like. Absolutely. It's quite a high ceiling as well, so there's a good bit of
Yeah, I'm doing that. That sounds fun.
Nice.
And then Craig, you're sort of coming up behind as well.
Yeah, I've got my... Sorry, no. I got my phone out with my flashlight on, and I got my shield in front of me. I'm just taking small little steps forward.
Perfect. And as you all sort of get further into this room, again, this smell hits you all. It is a really strong, a really overwhelming smell of decay. Legion, were you wanting to open the door, or were you wanting to do something else? Sorry.
Open the door!
Open the door, fantastic. It's not locked or anything. You absolutely can just pull it open. And inside, you see this huge, grand hall. And it now seems like this one room makes up the majority of this huge building that you've come to. It's the same kind of white stone floors and the walls and the ceiling, and there's a few pillars kind of holding up the ceiling. And in the middle of this room, there's this long table. You imagine probably 20, maybe 30 people could sit at this table. And right in the middle, the other side, is a gentleman. Pretty finely dressed gentleman with slicked back grey hair, and between you and him there are these three large hulking brute creatures. Again, probably taller. I know you're very tall, Legion, but they're taller than you still, and at least twice as wide. And they're just standing looking at you. And this is now, you can see pretty obviously where the smell was coming from, as on the table in various piles is meat. Just old meat. Flies all around it. Some of it is sort of oozing off the table onto the floor. And there's a carpet below that is just getting sort of soaked and sodden. And the gentleman at the table doesn't seem to acknowledge you, but he is picking up little bits of this meat and chewing on it.
Greg, do we attack? I'm gonna get ready to get my sword out.
Craig's gonna see the situation, enter the room after Legion and just look at the situation, see how he's gonna first admire oh, this building's actually quite nice when you get into it, and then look at the man eating raw meat and being like, okay. He's gonna knock the door behind him and go, postman?
It's a very ambitious postman.
Yes.
He's not gonna go without delivering your mail.
Postman.
He has a duty to fulfill.
And the gentleman behind the table, he doesn't look up at you. He continues to sort of, pick at this meat. And he says, I very much doubt that.
It was worth a shot. Hello, I'm Craig. This is my friend Legion and Neela. Apparently, people have been saying that you've been killing people.
And at this, he sort of stops and looks up. And he takes a long look at you, and you see that his eyes are just these voidless black holes in his head. And he says, yes, that's right.
Can I just get an intuition whether or not he seems like he's going to attack us at this time?
Sure, absolutely. Well, why don't you make an insight roll?
Alright. Yay. 1, so that's 15.
15's pretty good. He seems relaxed. He seems very much, while the scenario you've walked into is pretty grim, you don't feel in imminent danger from anyone. Even these 3 big creatures, they're not, on guard. They are just standing, sort of looking, maybe gently swaying left and right. They're NPC animations. And yeah, he doesn't seem like he's threatening you really in any way.
Could you stop eating people, please?
And why would I do that?
Well, I'd like to not fight you, if that's possible. But, nah, fuck it. And then he's gonna... I mean, it's
all
like...
right.
At this point, he's like, fuck it.
Why don't we all roll for initiative then?
Yeah.
Straight off the bat.
It's like there's no point of discussion at this point. He's like, you're just bad. You're a bad guy. Thank you for making it very clear. But oh my god. All right, I roll a 5 in initiative.
5.
19 and I have +1, so 20. Hell yeah, let's go!
What is wrong with you today? I have a technical difficulty. So currently nothing. On my iPad is not
Could I roll
cooperating.
for you and then you can add your...
Yeah, it's just
modifiers?
+3.
I
I'm
rolled
trying
a
to fix
12,
my
so
issue.
+3, 15.
See? Better than 5. Better than a little chosen one. Because
So
a
is that-
spider is always on guard.
So I got, is it 20 for Legion, 15 for Neela, and a... Sorry, what was it, Craig?
It was a 5.
For
It was a
Craig.
lonely
For
5.
Craig. I remembered. I
Pathetic
just wanted to say it again. All right, and as you sort of, begin to hold up your weapons or begin to cast a spell, he is actually going to be first to react. And he is going to shout, "Keep them alive!" And then he's going to burst into mist.
Can I counterspell?
It is not a spell.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Not a spell. Legion, it is your turn. So I imagine the 3 of you are kind of camped around the door. You've got one that's only about 10 foot in front of you, these big things. You've got one 15 foot to the left of that and one 15 to the right.
Alright. So, should we say what subclasses we're playing now? Or...
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes.
Yes,
Sure.
I'm playing a beautiful half of the hive mind barbarian. And what that means, you will probably see soon in a fight. So, yes,
That
as
means
a
you're
barbarian,
Full of
I
eyes.
know what I have to do. I have to rage. I know what's going. So that's gonna be the first thing.
I would like to rage.
Rage.
That's a very
Imagine
polite way of saying I'm gonna be fucking angry now.
Yeah. I imagine all
I
of
would
the
like
eyes on
to.
your cloak just squint at the same time. Just,
Mad.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna attack the creature that is nearest to me.
yeah, there's one really close in front. You can just take 3 or 4 steps
Yes.
forward and have a swing. Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. Let's go. I rolled a 4. Damn it.
And what is the total for the attack?
10.
10?
10
Oof.
hits.
Oh.
This is a big creature standing fairly still, so yeah, even that, this wasn't your best swing, but even that will hit.
Yippee.
I'm gonna assume it has massive HP then.
Yeah.
I'm not used to playing with normal dice anymore. Yeah, 2d6. Here we go.
I also remind you of the fact of Reckless is
Yeah.
also something you can do at that level.
Oh yeah, sure.
Friendly GM reminder.
Friendly reminder that I can have advantage against you.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna do that for the other attack here. I hit anyways with this one belt for the second attack. Okay, that's 8 damage.
8. Awesome. As you just run forward, and again, it's not your best swing, you just
Yeah.
sort of straight into its stomach. And you see it, this feels softer than you expected as your sword makes contact with it. It almost cuts through it a bit easier than you were expecting.
Interesting. Just
Sounds
try
disgusting.
again, stab again.
Yes, absolutely. Let's have it.
This one didn't land right. Roll again.
Honor the cock.
Oh, okay, it's 12 this time? Yeah, 12.
Another hit. Yeah, absolutely. Let's have it.
Ooh, that was nice. Now I have to do math. Help. 14 damage.
14, much better hit this time as you throw a bit in confidence after the first one. And it does seem to sort of, it does feel it after these 2 hits. You think you've done some damage. Anything else you wanted to do?
No, that's it.
Perfect. Neela, you're up. So you are still in spider form. I imagine you're kind of on the inside of the doorway, just around the corner. So you're in the room, but you're hanging on the wall still.
Okay, am I close enough to get, like, if I transform back now and, like, try to run there, am I close enough for that?
Easy. Yeah. It's only 15 foot for the same one that Legion's fighting.
Okay, then I would like to do that and turn back into my normal shape. And
Did you say what subclass you are?
yes, no, that's what I wanted to do now. Wait, no, I think I shouldn't use that so far. Okay, I am a druid subclass of evolution, and that means I can use my wild shape ability to like partially transform into fancy evolution stuff. I can like do echolocation or make someone unlearn the ability to speak because they're devolving, and that's all very fancy, but I think I will spare that for when things get more dire, because this kind of feels too easy and like we're almost making a mistake by trying to kill them. But we will do it anyway, since we started. So I would instead like to use... How did you pronounce it? Shillelagh? Is that correct?
Yes, shillelagh.
And I think that was... I'd like to use shillelagh on my quarterstaff.
Yeah, perfect.
And that is a bonus action, right? So I can still hit them with it.
Would it have been your bonus action to come out of wild shape?
That's a good question. I probably think so.
You know what? We can say you did it before the battle if you like.
I did it before the battle.
Perfect. I thought I heard you say that. Yeah.
I definitely said that. All right, so I can like hit them with my quarterstaff because I like hitting people.
Perfect. Let's have an attack roll.
Yes. And it is a 23.
Woo! Yeah, definitely hits. Let's have some damage.
And it takes 1d8 plus 5, which is not exactly epic, but I think enough for some weird flesh golem thingy. So it takes 8 damage.
8, fantastic. Yeah. So
I kind of like try to punch it in its nose because I know that usually hurts people.
So yeah, you just swing your staff and hit it straight in its face, and again you feel this softness that you weren't expecting. And as you smash its nose and its mouth inwards, part of its jaw just hangs loose and a few teeth trickle to the floor.
Ew, they are kind of gross.
They are kind of gross, you're right. Anything else you wanted to do?
No, I think I've used all my actions and bonus actions now, definitely.
Fantastic. Alright. It is now their turn. And
how many of them are there?
There are 3.
Okay.
There are 3. The 2 that were either side are going to charge in, and they're going to almost surround you, this little group. And 2 of them are going to attack you, Legion. 2 attacks each. So we have got 24 to hit the first one.
That's it.
That's 10, but it's reduced to 5 bludgeoning damage because you're raging. And the second attack, again, and they're just sort of smacking you with these giant hands, with their giant hands. And the second attack is an unnatural 20.
Yeah,
many people call it unnatural.
It's always
Sorry?
been unnatural.
I never heard that. People calling it unnatural.
Oh, no, just a 20. Dirty 20.
Yeah.
Dirty. It's getting worse. What's wrong with a non-nat 20?
A slappy 20, yeah. We have, and that is 16 reduced to 8 on the second attack. And again, the second one is going to start smacking its hands into you. 18 to hit the first one.
Yeah, still with it.
That's 6 more after your rage damage, and the final hit is probably going to be a miss with 11.
Yeah, that misses.
That one does
Yay.
miss as you get hit 3 times in the
Just not
head.
a
And then
scratch.
oh my god! As you get the last one. Coming up, behind you, Neela. This last one's going to try and hit you twice. 23 on the first one.
Yeah, that is hitting.
Perfect. That's a 18 bludgeoning damage.
Ouch! Oh,
And-
that is a...
It's a big hit. Big hit.
That
and
is
a 13
evil.
to hit with its second attack.
No.
No, fantastic. So again, you kind of... And then just duck underneath the second swinging fist. That is their turn. So Craig, you've just seen the three of them absolutely surround, and they are towering over your allies. What would you like to do?
Okay.
Save us, preferably.
I'm gonna try. You said there were high ceilings, correct?
It's very high. Yeah, it's again about 5 stories up. Yeah.
Alright. I'm going to fly upwards from this scenario.
Perfect.
I'll use my boots with wings on them to fly up into the air, Percy Jackson style.
Is it just straight up, like in
Yeah.
a lift? Like,
It's like, you know when Superman kind of like squats a bit and then goes upwards? It's kind of like that.
right. Yeah, I got you. Okay, yeah, and you shoot upwards. Yeah.
Yeah. My subclass is... is a warlock, obviously. Is a game master patron. So essentially, Todd is my baby daddy, or sugar daddy. Excuse me. I don't know why I got mixed up with that.
Fascinating.
Yes. One of the very cool abilities from this subclass is called Wait Your Turn. I like to use my action in order to understand what is my adversary going to do within their turn. And I will be choosing
Alright.
the person who is just gastrously formed.
So let me see. So they have turned into gas. So I don't know if you can still see them. Yeah. So they've turned into mist. You don't know where they are,
Alright.
so you wouldn't be able to target them.
I start messaging Todd, the god, and be like, hey, what are they gonna do? And then I get a message back, be like, you can't see them, dude. You're gonna have to use something else. Like, great, alright, fine. Alright, fine. Alright. I'm gonna have to do this. And they're gonna use their Arcanum, which is something that 11th level warlocks can do. And I essentially cast a 6th level spell known as Investiture of the Flame.
Okay. Well, what does that do?
It is a concentration spell that gives me a bunch of benefits. I will read them out. You are immune to fire damage and have resistance to cold damage. Any creature that moves within 5 feet of you first time on a turn or ends in your turn takes 1d10 fire damage. You can use your action to create a line of fire 15 feet long and 5 feet wide, expanding from you in a direction you choose. Each creature in the line must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 4d8 fire damage on a failed save, half as much on a successful one. So I essentially have like, okay, fine, Todd, can you give me the fire stuff, please? And then suddenly, like, beams of light erupt from my phone, and I'm just invested in bright flame of aura around me.
Oh yeah, he just sends back 3 fire emojis. And
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. And was that bonus action or action to cast? Sorry.
I believe the Arcanium you can only use as an action. It doesn't say whether or not it requires an action to use the Arcanium.
So I think it would just be whatever the spell is then.
Yeah, so the spell itself is an action. So yes, I have action to cast this, and it is concentration, and it's up to 10 minutes. So
Fantastic. So yeah, you just burst into flame and fly up into the sky and wait. I'm guessing.
yes.
Perfect. All right. Back to the top of the round. Legion, you are up.
Stabbing time again.
Having time. Let's say.
It's nice when you don't have to care about spells anymore. You just have to stab people. Okay, I'm gonna reckless attack again.
Perfect. Yeah.
Oh my god, this one die never rolls right. It just keeps landing on the edge. Okay,
I have a
let's try
dice
this
tray.
again. Nah, who needs that? Okay, that is 13. That should
It's a
hit.
Let's have damage.
Yeah, that's 9 damage.
9. Fantastic. Yeah. Big hit. I feel like this thing is slowing down. It's getting close.
Dude, I'm gonna stab it again. Yeah, 12 still hits, right? We had that.
12 still hits. Absolutely.
11 damage.
You needed 11. So why don't you tell us? How you do it?
They just slice the head off from this creature.
And as the head kind of tink, 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 tumbles to the ground and the huge body falls back and sort of pushes the table away a little bit as it falls backwards, you notice it doesn't really bleed or anything. It just kind of falls and just goes limp. There's no blood or anything seeping out of it. Anything else you wanted to do?
I guess, like where are other creatures? I would probably like use my movement to get closer to them. Maybe the one that is attacking
You're like
Jeff's
the filling in the
character. I
sandwich.
forgot your name.
Neela.
So they are either side of you. You're already in combat range with both of them. You're like the filling in the sandwich right now.
Good. Then they are next. Dun, dun, dun.
All right, fantastic. Next, Neela, you're up.
Okay, I would once again like to hit them with my with my stick, with my quarterstaff, my
Let's have it.
shillelagh quarterstaff.
I can poke him
Yes.
with my stick.
What?
Nothing.
No, what did you say?
I'd like to poke him with my stick.
No, I would like to slap it in their face.
Mhm.
Is that better?
I liked it better, certainly.
15.
15 is a hit. Let's have some damage.
That is. Oh wait, it's also 19, not 15.
Still
It
hits.
still hits. Yes.
Yeah. I just noticed, like, wait, I'm actually better than this. And we're giving it 10 damage
10.
in its face.
Yeah, so again, you just sort of and feel one of its cheekbones crunch a little bit underneath. Anything else you wanted to do?
No, I don't think so, not yet. I don't see a very, like, good course of action right now.
All right, perfect. It is their turn then. So again, you're going to get 2 attacks each. So we'll do against Legion first. That is 14 to hit.
Does not hit.
That does not hit. So you're learning. You're starting to sort of duck underneath. All of your eyes are giving you better kind of idea of where it's coming from. Oh, but it is natural 20 on the second one. Way we're going to do crits, we're going to do crunchy crits. So we'll do, instead of rolling twice, max damage plus the roll. Same goes for you as well, if you do land any.
Oh, okay.
That's called Crunchy Crit?
That's what I've always heard it called. Yeah, I like it. It's fun, but it's
I love that like rule. We also use it in my home game, but I never knew it had like a fancy name like that.
I've heard it called that. I don't know where it comes from, but sorry if I've stolen someone's term. But yeah, it's fun. I like it.
Yeah.
and
Now I
that
will
is
kill you.
30.
I don't like receiving it, but
Yeah.
the name is good.
It's 30 more bludgeoning damage, but it's again half to 15 for you, where you're still raging, as it just smashes a huge hand on top of you, and as it pulls its hand away, you feel little bits of its skin almost peel onto you.
Ew.
Now the other one actually isn't gonna just attack you, Neela. It's gonna pick you up and it's gonna throw you across the room if it can. So can you make an athletics check for me, please?
Athletics is not my strongest suit, but oh no, wait, I have a +4, so it's actually fine.
It's pretty good.
But I will. Damn it. So you're gonna have to cut out a few pauses of me trying to get my system working.
No, while you're checking that, I just want to say that I have to
Oh, wait,
sentinel feet. So if a creature within 5 feet of me makes an attack against someone else, I can use a reaction to attack. Is that creature within 5 feet of me still, or?
Yes, yeah, it would be. So we'll resolve this
Okay.
attack and then you can use your reaction after, no
Yeah.
problem.
Okay, so I have an 8, so I suppose I'm not saving against whatever's happening.
You are not. I had a 21. So it,
Damn it!
with just one hand,
That
it
is
almost just
me.
sort of pushes you. This huge hand that covers most of your torso just smashes into you, and you sort of fall onto the table. And you get a bunch of the kind of the meat and the dregs and whatever on your clothes, and you take it's only 7 bludgeoning damage as you smash down into this table.
And how many like throwing up damage do I get from this?
That's for you to decide, I think.
It's just kind of gross, but we've seen worse.
You're kind of an animal, so I guess you're used to it.
Yeah, like there's gross stuff in nature all the time.
Alright. Have you seen nature? It's disgusting.
Exactly.
That's why we're
Excellent.
inside.
Legion, your opportunity attack, then, or your sentinel attack, as you just see Neela getting sort of shoved away, and you Stab your sword up.
Thank you, eye boy.
I rolled a 2, but it's 8. I guess
8?
that doesn't hit. Or
8
does that
hit.
hit?
8
8
hits.
Oh my
is enough.
god!
8 is enough. These
You
are
have to get-
big, slow creatures. It's absolutely
Okay,
enough.
nice.
These are insane.
You have to get a nat 1 not to hit these things, which is funny.
That's 7 damage.
7. Yeah, and you just stab into its back, and it sort of you feel it kind of little bits of skin tear and pull as you pull your sword out. That is their turn. Craig.
Craig's invested in flames at this time. He's gonna look down to them. He's gonna use the spell itself to cast a line of fire within 15 feet long to hopefully hit both the monsters if they're close enough to each other without hitting Legion.
If it's a line, since you're flying, you could probably fly down and do it over. It would be over Legion's head, and it would just sort of hit the two of them in a line over that. Yeah, I'd say
Oh,
that's fair.
because they're so tall.
Yeah, they're just huge creatures. Yeah, absolutely.
So
What is that? Attack roll or is that saving throw?
it's a saving throw. It's a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, not my best. And what DC am I looking for?
You are looking for a DC 17.
Well, I got an 8, and I got a 6 and a 16. So 1 success, 1 fail.
DC 17. Oh,
2 fails.
oh.
I apologize.
No,
I forgot for a moment. 16 comes before 17.
You're good, you're good. For damage, that is a 4d8 fire damage. So if they take damage to fire, that'd be great.
It would, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would. Guess not then. Alright. Let me roll.
Worth shot.
4, 5, 3,
Is this a countdown?
1.
Yeah.
That is 13
What are
fire
we getting
damage.
at the end?
You're getting a light show.
Woo.
Ooh.
So he flies down from above, goes down, he puts his phone out, and then he tells Legion, duck, and then a line of fire erupts from his phone screen, and then just ignites the two monsters in front of us.
Perfect. And yeah, again, this burning flesh only adds to the horrible smell in this room and the like singed hair. Yeah. This is really getting tough to stomach. Anything else, Craig?
I guess I'll use the rest of my movement to fly back up if that's possible. I don't know.
Hero. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Perfect. And you do indeed fly back up.
Yep.
Back up then, Legion. You're up.
Woo! Things like this is my third round and rage. My funny abilities for like one of my subclass thingies for harness the hive is gonna start. Like basically every round that I'm in rage, new abilities will come. And for now I get a +1 for my armor class for every like more rounds that I spend in rage.
Perfect. You'll need that with the reckless attacks you've been doing.
Yeah. Speaking of that, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna reckless attack again.
Perfect. Let's have it. Is this the one that's directly in front of you, or the
Yeah.
one that? Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
Let's have it.
Oh, I move when I have something to kill right in front of me.
I'd like to imagine
That
any
is-
damage on Legion is just black eyes on his on his robe.
No,
Why?
my eyes.
It's like a Zelda boss, just eyes popping all over it.
Okay, it's 16.
Is a
Ooh,
hit.
2 10s. That does hit, I guess.
If you roll a 2, you hit this thing. So
That is 11 damage.
11. Nice big hit. And second attack.
Yeah, it's 9.
It's a hit.
And that is 12 damage.
12 more. Oh yeah, big hits. Awesome. You actually lop off one of its arm halfway up its bicep, and it thunks onto the floor. A huge hit. Anything else?
Okay, so where are the creatures standing right now? Like one is right in front of me, and the other one?
It's pretty much right behind you.
Okay, yeah, that's an alright position. Let's stay
this
here.
is fine.
That's where you want to be as a barbarian.
That means
yeah.
I can attack in every direction. Not that I'm a corner.
Perfect. Neela, you're up. So you are sort of smack on this table on your back, about 10 foot away. You've been thrown.
Okay, then I'd like to get up, or is it too like gooey?
No, I think you can handle this level of goo.
This is
Okay,
difficult terrain.
good goo level. Alright, then I'll get up and, like, keep punching. Maybe I should start using spells, but I'm kind of scared that soon this dude is gonna come back and be
Douchey.
horrible and scary. And kill us. So, wait, how many HP are you guys missing?
I haven't been yet.
What?
Your math for that. Come on. Really? Wait. 34.
34, then maybe I should do some
Use what is
healing
correct.
stuff. Then I'll use my turn healing because I'm not doing most damage anyway. It is... Wait, is it... Yeah, it's Healing Word. And I'm gonna cast Healing Word as a 3rd level spell.
Ooh.
So it's 3d4 plus my spellcasting ability modifier, which is my wisdom mod, I suppose, and that is plus 5. So 3d4 plus 5, which is fun math. And I would like to heal Legion.
Perfect. Yeah. How much are you healing for?
Oh, I have to scroll down. 13, which is not as much as I hoped it would be.
I feel stronger already.
And would you like to use social species with that as well?
Well, I'm not currently... Social species helps extends the natural adaptation I'm currently having, and I don't have a natural adaptation right now because I'm waiting to see when the big boss comes out what is gonna be best of use, if you know what I mean.
Oh, so this is a free use. When you cast a spell that heals or buffs one of your allies.
Oh!
Yeah. This is a free thing that they can do. So they can roll a d10, and if they roll matching or below the level of the spell, you can give them a free benefit from your.
Okay, then I'll definitely
Ooh.
do that. I thought I could just
Nice.
extend the thing I'm currently doing to them. Okay, Legion, then roll and hope you be 3 or lower because then you'll get a fancy thing.
To find a D10.
What a wonderful subclass, guys. I wonder what you'll find there.
Wow, that is amazing. Look at this.
Cue commercial.
A 3. Like, what happens when you have to roll the same?
Woohoo! Okay,
Yeah,
that is
that's
amazing.
it.
Okay, woo!
I think as you are our tanky boy, I would give you exoskeleton. That gives you +2 to your AC.
Oh,
Your
oh.
AC
So,
is
like,
getting
You
buffed.
feel your skin kind of hardening, and you have an exoskeleton now. And your, I don't know I don't know how it's called in English, but the skin type that's on your eyes also gets like really hard because you have many eyes and they have to be protected too.
The membrane, I guess, on your eyes. Who knows?
Is it cornea?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is it that in English?
You're the
Okay,
fucking
good.
doctor out of all of us here. You shouldn't.
Yeah, I am the German-speaking doctor.
Amazing. So yeah, and so you feel this kind of healing energy, and then you feel your skin like crunch up. You almost got a shell. Anything else you wanted to do? You still got your movement. You still got an action, I think. Healing Word's bonus action, right? So you still got an action.
Then I'm just gonna punch them again
Okay.
with my staff. Honestly, if
Damn.
I'm never gonna pass out on a free punch or hitting with a stick.
That's the spirit.
You're the Rocky Balboa of hitting people with a stick.
Yes. 22, which is a lot more than
22.
I would need for these things.
It is. Let's have damage.
Yes, 1d8 plus. Okay, 12. Because I'm good at rolling right now. Wow.
Oh yeah, huge. That's really you feel most of its skull kind of crunch in. You feel this one's close to death.
I yell to the others, look here, this one is good for hitting.
Just
So,
in time for
pile on it.
their turn. And this one is again gonna just grab you and try to throw you away again. It's not very happy with being crunched on the head. So we'll have another strength from you, please.
Okay.
You've got 24 to beat.
Wait, this is like not athletic, but like a strength save.
Oh, athletics. Yeah, sorry, athletics.
Okay. That's a lot better for me because I can do athletics. 15.
Oh no.
15. Still not quite enough. As again, it just sort of pushes you, and you sort of slam into the table, slide up onto it, and again the whole table just slides over slightly. You start pulling up the carpet a little bit.
Squishy.
And you do
Squishier than a sea slug.
just 6 bludgeoning damage. And again, I think Legion, the other one's just going to continue smacking you in the head.
Also, do I get my sentinel reaction attack?
Oh, yes, of course you do, please.
That's a 10 that hits, right?
That does hit. A good hit here, and you're off it.
That's 9.
9, you needed 8 when you describe it to us.
So I think that this creature is turned with the back to me, right? So
Absolutely,
I'm gonna just like stab it through the chest. The sword is gonna come out from the other side. Yeah.
Amazing. And you're really strong, right? So you almost kind of pick it up and chuck it off to one side as you do this skewer. But as your back is now turned, the other one strikes you across the back of the head. I think they're attacking at advantage because you're going reckless. It, I'm afraid, was another crit. If you can believe it. However, I've rolled 2 1s on my 2 damage dice, so it's not that awesome. 9.
I like to think you turn your... Sorry.
No, go on, dude.
I was like, I like to think you turn your back and you're like, oh yes, I did, and then the eyes on your back show you that, oh wait, there's someone behind me.
Yeah. It was 23 half to 11 bludgeoning damage for the first hit. I'm gonna try and hit you a second time. That's gonna hit again. I'm afraid it's 20. It's over 20, even with all your buffs. I think that will still hit. As 10 half to 5 more bludgeoning damage. This last one left. And you get the feeling these aren't intelligent things, right? They are just ordered to smash, so they start to smash. They're trying to sort of subdue you, but it's not going very well. And it is Craig's turn.
What ain't broke, don't fix it. He's gonna dive bomb down, and then he's gonna take out his phone. He's gonna point it at this monster and be like, "Hope you're liking me, Bobby." That was a terrible. I'm gonna edit that out. Don't worry.
Beautiful.
So he's got to do another dexterity saving throw, DC 17.
That is a 6.
He fails. That's a 5. 5. 5.
5 damage.
No, that is a 15 plus 3.
Oh, right.
I'm adding all that together. I just rolled 3 5s at once. So 15 plus 3, that's 18 fire damage.
I thought you were really enthusiastic about the 5. That is more than enough. You only needed 14 when you describe it to us.
He's gonna do like a full-on arcane thing where it's like he does these acrobatic movements. The camera kind of follows him. He does this kind of almost a U-shaped thing where he goes up and then he goes directly on top of the monster and then just points the phone down onto him and goes, "Goodbye." And he just eviscerate, like the top half of this thing has a hole all the way to his taint.
Beautiful. Yeah, and it just slumps into a pile. And a level of sort of quiet fills the room as you look around each other. You can just hear the sort of gentle sizzling of the flames around you, Craig. And you hear a voice sort of echo around the room as you sort of get your bearings. And it says,
"Well, that wasn't very nice. Coming into my home, killing my servants."
Oh, fuck you, though.
Do we hear where it's coming from?
Make a perception check for me at disadvantage. Because it just seems to be echoing around, but you can still try.
I can still do this.
We have someone made for this.
Yeah, you do the perception. I do the...
Yeah, it's hearing now. It's not seeing, so I don't have advantage. So I also have to roll with disadvantage. But I believe in my powers or perception.
In the fact that you are many.
I rolled a fucking 2. Yes, but still.
all around you. It's all around you. And as you sort of your eyes dart around now, there's a bit more calm in the room. You see there's a few possible places there. There was the door that you came through. There's another door on the back of the room, a much smaller one, and another door on the right-hand side of the room as you would have entered, as well as a bunch of these windows, which you now see are all boarded up from the inside.
I say we take the small door. People never hide behind important big things.
Well, that's a good idea. Legion, come on, man.
Yay, the small door.
Yeah.
All right.
Legion, the big man going for the small door.
So you just walk over to the back again. The smell and the dead bodies in your wake, the three of you, and yeah, you go to touch the door, and the second that your hand touches the handle, it behaves exactly as a door handle would, and you pull the door open. And in this
That was
room,
anticlimactic. I thought it was good.
I was waiting for something like,
The
as soon as he
second you
touches
touch
door
it,
handle, nothing happens. It
Does what a
opens. You
normal
get
door handle does.
it is exactly a normal door handle. You pull the door open, and you find yourselves in a conservatory, or looking into a conservatory, fully glass structure that seems to be just sort of attached to the back of this grand manor. A little door on the far left that leads outside. It's quite dark outside, but you think there's sort of, you can see trees off in the distance through the glass. There is a cabinet on your left. There is a chaise-longue in this room for relaxing. Again, it's got this same purple and red upholstery with gold detailing. And there's also a grand piano over to the right corner of this room.
Why is it always the
Is
rich
anyone
cunts that
playing it?
always have an observatory in their fucking mansions?
If I had a mansion, I would also have an observatory.
Nobody is playing it, no. It is silent in here.
There's also
Okay.
no signs of the guy that we have to kill. So.
Not that you can see, no.
Big spooky man, I'm gonna play your piano. If you don't like it, come and face me.
That is very
I
threatening. I know you're
suppose
terrible at it.
What would you like to play on the piano?
Beethoven's Fifth.
Let's go Rocket Man.
Wonderwall.
No, I was gonna say Rocket Man, like.
Make a performance check, go on.
Alright. I do have proficiency in piano. I want to say so Craig knows how to use GarageBand on the piano version of GarageBand. So
Okay.
that's how he knows how to play the piano. This is a part of his character, guys, don't worry.
This is normal. Please accept this.
I rolled a 17 on the die, and my performance is a +9.
No way. This is.
You're
I mean,
amazing. He comes back and cries and hands us the keys to the mansion.
This is something I like to call Rocket Man.
yeah, this is beautiful. I mean, the people listening to you don't know what a rocket is, but it sounds like it's like hauntingly beautiful. The acoustics in this room are gorgeous as it echoes around, and you just all stand still for 3.5 minutes and listen to Craig play Rocket Man.
I take a video of myself on my phone and I send it to Todd.
You're not as bad as I thought.
Hope you like it,
We
Todd.
get one applause.
But no response otherwise from the house.
Right, let's go then.
Well, I wouldn't say that's a waste of time. I think that was a beautiful piano. Honestly, guys, if we're able to get
Are
this,
there other doors in this room?
There's one other one that leads back outside. Yeah, and then you've got the
No,
piano.
then I say we go back.
Yes, you can
Usually I like hide and seek, but this is getting kind of dull.
yeah. Listen, if we're able to get this this bloke out of this house, I say we keep it, guys. We got a great room over here. We got beautiful stone walls. We get rid of the meat. Maybe this place will smell fine in a couple of days.
Yeah, too squishy.
But yeah,
All right.
this has now become a home
But first we
invasion.
have to find him, right?
Yeah, you can step back into the main room.
Yeah.
And so again, you have the door that you entered through, and there's one more door that you haven't been through on the far left.
Tell you what, I feel so good. I'll open it myself.
Whoa, you're still on fire.
Oh, our
right?
chosen one is taking risks now.
Listen, Fate tells me this is the right thing to do. So I'm gonna open this door. Oh shit, I'm on fire! I'm still on fire, guys. Wait, I was on fire while I was playing the piano. How fucking sick was that?
You're on fire a lot of time.
True. Alright, so I open the door.
Yeah, perfect. And again, you reach out to touch this cold handle, and the moment your hand grabs it, it behaves exactly as a handle does, and you pull the door open. This also leads outside, and you are looking up at these two towers that you saw from the front of the building. And the one that is on the left, so it would have been the furthest one from you, the taller one, you can now see there's something big and bronze metal sticking out the top of it, the back top of it.
I shoot fire at it.
I mean, it can't make a dex save, it's inanimate, so yeah, you just sort of launch this flame at it, and it, I guess, bounces off.
I was like, oh, there's something cool. I'm gonna take a picture of it. Wait, no. It's a fucking fire ups from the phone. Alright, I think it's safe in here, guys.
Yeah, I follow him.
Yeah, well, so it's out. It's back out of the building, and so it's almost like back into this fog swirling around your feet. And so again, there are these two towers, and from this side, you can see the one on the left, the taller one. From where you're standing, it's just brick. It's just a stone and brick tower. You can't really see a door or anything. The only way in you can see is from this rope bridge that connects the two of them. But the other one, the shorter one on the right, you can see there is an archway with a ladder inside.
Well, let's go then. The manor, you must be there.
Right.
I really hope so.
All right.
Okay, let's look around then. Maybe a perception check?
You can absolutely
Another one, why not?
But now that this is relying on side, we should maybe do the master perceptor, do the percepting.
Yes. Let us do our thing.
A little bit of lore about friend Legion. The funny thing is that we met him, me and Neil met them as they're doing something shady, and then they just joined us.
It was not shady. It was
actually during the daytime. It was not shady at all.
Exactly.
Is that the qualifier? If it happens during the day, it's automatically...
No, it was like no trees, no shade, just day.
Well lit.
That is...
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was very well lit.
One might even say sunny.
17.
Yeah, not shady at all. I don't know why you keep saying that.
So
17.
17's pretty good. You can see, looking up at this, the taller of the towers, looking at this bronze structure, you can see it's the end of a telescope looking up at the sky. And as you sort of get the details of that, the rivets and the metal, you hear off in the distance a howl, like a oh. I don't know if that came through on my mic, but like a howling wolf off in the distance.
I thought he was supposed to be a vampire.
Is it full moon?
You're making a lot of assumptions.
Crescent moon. No.
The ladder you said that was leading to upward on the right, could we follow that? Could we go up the ladder?
Yeah, so it's on the inside.
Oh,
so
it's on the inside. Okay.
you. If you look up, you can see that leads up to a little platform, which is where the rope bridge connects the two towers.
Should we go onto the rope bridge and try and enter one of the towers?
I run forward because I love how rope bridges kind of jiggle when you walk over them and jump.
All right. So yeah, you climb up the ladder, no check required, and yeah, you find yourself about to step onto this bridge. It's swinging gently, but noticeably in the wind as you do.
And let me guess, it's doing what a normal bridge would do?
It is. Well, you haven't stepped on it yet, so you wouldn't know. But
I step on it.
You step on it, and the moment that your foot touches the first plank, it behaves exactly as a rope bridge would.
Fantastic. I feel like there's a lot of Shrek analogies right now. There's the shed, there's the rope bridge. Craig will just keep hovering up. He'll just be following them, not literally on the bridge, but right next to it to be hey guys, and then just hovering next to them.
Sure. And yeah, you can all safely cross it. Feels precarious, but it doesn't collapse or anything. You find yourselves in a small room at the top of this other tower, the second tower. In this room, you can see now the full extent of this huge bronze telescope. And there is a chair at the end of it where you sit and would look through it. And then you can see there's a little table with a few notebooks, pots of ink, and a quill.
I want to look at the notebook, snooping around
Yeah,
at
perfect.
things that are none of my business. Yes.
I want
And
lore.
Yeah. So you flick through it, and it is a very detailed charting of the stars and the moon, and you notice that actually from here, when you look up, the stars begin to twinkle a little bit, whereas while you were approaching, they seem to be completely absent from the sky.
Ooh, that is pretty.
Interesting.
Okay, is there anything else up here that looks like we can interact with it? Anything? Anyone?
I mean, there is a giant telescope, and there is a chair.
I would like to look through the telescope.
All right. So you put your eye to it, and the moment that you look through it, you see way, way off into space. And you would have spent lots of time staring at the night sky, I think, in being an outdoorsy type.
Yeah.
And as you look through it, you hear a voice in the back of your head, a woman's voice say, "A gift to one obsessed with the sky, for one who sleeps beneath the ground." And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
A wisdom save?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Luckily, I'm very good at wisdom saves. I have +9 to it.
That one.
1 sec. I really hope she's not gonna, I don't know, charm me or something. Alright. 16.
16 is not enough.
What? It's not
Ooh.
enough?
As you begin to feel panic and adrenaline just shooting through your body, and you step
Okay.
away and you turn to your companions, you start to scream as loud as you can, just at them, wide-eyed, jaw agape, screaming at your companions.
Okay.
And as you do, can you make a dexterity save for me, please?
Why do I have to do so many saves? What has happened to me?
You decided to look through the telescope. That's why you did it.
Why do you sound so mean?
This is my New Yorker.
19, you
Crazy.
suckers.
19 is good. 19 is very strong. As you see, all of you see, almost happening in slow motion, a bat fly in and morph into this man, this same gentleman that you'd seen, and with both feet, as he's transforming, hit you in the chest, Neela, and you stumble backwards.
He's kicking me? That is childish.
He's hitting you, exactly. It's very childish, and you manage to catch yourself and stop yourself from falling 3 stories out of this tower, as you catch yourself on the side, one hand on the rope bridge, one hand on the wall, and I think we'll roll for initiative there, as he is attacking you now.
Okay.
Oh,
See,
you're
I just had to
approaching
do
me?
something stupid to lure him.
That is 19.
Hey! I got it.
Okay, but there's no like effect from the fact that I've like been scared and was screaming.
So you are still screaming. You'll be able to
I'm
repeat-
still screaming.
still screaming. You'll be able
That
to
is
repeat
very
that save at the end
distracting.
of the
Please stop.
I'm here like, ah!
Cease
And I'm not
the
stopping
screaming.
for a minute straight.
18.
Did somebody get
17.
19?
Yeah, I got a 19.
So have we got 17, 18, 19?
How am I lost with 17? That is insane.
That's nuts. So sorry, who was the 19?
Legion.
Legion, fantastic. The 18.
Craig, the chosen one.
You're the 18. Fantastic. And Neela, you are the
Neela, the screaming one, is 17.
Neela, is fantastic. All right. So Legion, you actually, this was an attack against your ally. So before we even begin combat, you could do your sentinel attack if you would like.
Yeah.
This is me presuming. You don't have to, obviously.
Ah, damn, I got a 3. Plus 6 still.
That is a miss, I'm afraid. He is slightly more agile and adept, this gentleman. All right, but it is now your turn anyway, if you would like to have another crack.
Yeah, I will encourage hers in connect with the hive, as we are many.
I imagine you kind
we will
of...
win this fight.
Perfect.
And then I'm going to reckless attack. Why not? Why not?
Let's go full reckless. I love that.
Ooh, 19 plus 6. That's
That is
25.
definitely a hit. Let's have some damage.
That is 12 damage.
12. Fantastic. Yeah, and again, he's almost got his back to you as you kind of stab into the side, and he's got this very fine clothing. He looks like dressed like an aristocrat almost, with lots of layers, and you just pull your sword through him. That one of his buttons sort of pings off. Second attack.
18.
18 is a hit again. Yes, absolutely. Let's have more damage.
Ooh, that's 6 damage.
6 more. Fantastic. Yeah, and that seems to have gotten his attention as he turns around to look at you. Anything else?
Or maybe like I'm gonna in front of the others and protect.
Excellent. Make yourself big, like a. Yeah, perfect. Great. You are. I don't think it will have even been 10 minutes yet, so you would still be on fire. You've probably got a minute or so left.
I'm on fire! Awesome. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. He takes out his phone again. No vampire. This is a fact, alright? It should hurt. Ha! And then he's gonna do another flame line. He has to make a dexterity saving throw, DC 17.
That is a 6, so that is a fail.
We rolling now. 2, 7, 4. So that's 17 fire damage.
17, yeah. And he does sort of scream out as this does burn into him. And yes, he does seem to take damage from it. Anything else you wanted to do?
So, I believe that attack was a bonus action. Use your action to create a line. Okay, never mind. I probably should have done the other ability, but I will use my movement to kind of fly up in the air as well.
So are you saying inside the tower, though?
You're right. Is there not enough space? If there's not enough space to fly up, then I'll get my shield up and I'll put myself right next to Nella.
Yeah, so you could fly out, but like your legs are still going to be grabbing height,
It'll be fine. Before I saw everyone start taking hits, and I think Craig's feeling a bit bad, so he's like, "All right, I'm gonna help out now."
Perfect. All right, Neela, you're up. So you are still screaming. You have control over what you're doing, but you wouldn't be able to do any spells with verbal components at the moment.
Oh no, now I have to think about what spells have verbal components. I never think about that.
I'm so
verbal
sorry.
Component, verbal. That is mean. I want to stop screaming.
Well, you
Okay,
should
literally everything has a verbal component. Okay.
Yeah,
No.
pretty much everything.
Since the shillelagh is for an hour, it's still intact.
All right.
So I will instead just use my wild shape to make a natural adaptation.
Yeah, nice. Well, what are you going for?
I'm gonna give myself exoskeleton. I love the thought of having an exoskeleton.
Perfect.
I'm
And
like a
again,
wasp.
sort of around you, your skin hardens up. Fantastic.
Is the natural adaptation a bonus action or wild shape would be?
It's as an action, yeah. So it's your action to do that.
And how
Okay,
long
it's my
does it last again? Do I still have it, or?
1 hour.
Okay,
So you
nice.
still have it. And I've got a question about devolve. What type of attack is that? Is it like a spell or?
It's not a spell. It's a magical effect, but it wouldn't be a spell.
But it would be used as an action, and I would use a spell.
Yes, exactly right. And it uses your spell save DC.
Okay, but since I don't have an action right now, I don't have anything to do aside from being very exoskeleton-y. Very full of carroty.
In that case, at the end of your turn, you can roll another wisdom save to try to stop screaming.
Just stop screaming. Yes, please.
Yeah, please
I've
stop
got
screaming.
+9.
It's really
I
distracting.
can't possibly still be screaming.
Craig is playing Rocket Man on his phone,
19?
19, you and you're a little bit hoarse, but you do stop screaming.
Finally.
What the hell was that?
Oh, that is all of your turn, so
Yes.
it is now his turn.
Oh no.
Legion, He is going to
That's
turn
me.
to you and lunge forward with both hands and try to grapple you. Or try to grab you, I should say. That is a 22, which I believe hits, even with your buffs.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So,
And
yeah,
then-
okay. I don't have to, like, roll a strength roll? It's a saving?
No, this is a different thing.
Oh, okay. Okay, sure.
So it just grabs you, and you feel these sharp nails dig into sort of your neck and shoulders, and then, as you have all sort of figured out by now, these teeth flick out, and he's gonna try to bite into your neck. Oh, that's not as good. It's 18.
Damn it, it still hits.
So
God damn it! Even through your
I have
exoskeleton?
17 with my
Oh.
exoskeleton.
Oh,
That must be quite painful to bite, though.
yeah, that's just a little as one of his teeth shatters. It is
We're not gonna cover the dental costs of that. That's on you, boy.
you take 4 piercing damage reduced to 2, and then you take 11 necrotic damage as you just feel life draining out of you, and you see him reinvigorated by this.
Question. Did he move
Yeah.
within 5 feet of me to get to Legion?
He's basically a slap bang in the middle of you, so he just turned around. There would have been no movement.
Oh, no movement towards? Okay, because there's the thing that Investiture of Flames gives fire damage with anything within 5 feet of me.
Well, he's within 5 feet of you.
Yes.
So I think the effect would still pop, if that's right.
Alright. I can tell you, any creature that moves within 5 feet of you for the first time on a turn, or ends its turn there takes 5d10 fire damage.
5
No, sorry,
D10.
1d10, sorry.
Oh my god.
5d10.
So why don't you... He's not going to leave your range, so why don't you roll 2d10, one for when he first entered the room, and the second one for now as he ends his turn drinking the blood out of Legion's neck.
8 plus 7, that is 15?
15, yeah, nice as a sort of... especially as a passive effect, that's huge.
Yeah.
And Legion, your maximum hit points are also reduced by 11, by the same amount as the necrotic damage that you took. And it is now your turn as he's grabbing onto you. Just, yeah, going to town on your neck.
Buy me dinner first, you bastard!
Yeah.
Not very nice.
Yeah, it's not very nice. I did not consent to this. I mean, do I have to roll something first to like get free from the grab, or can I just attack?
You can still attack freely. Your movement is 0 where you're grappled, but you can attack freely.
Then I'm gonna attack again, recklessly. Why not?
Perfect, let's have it.
That is what? No way. That's 2 nat 1.
No!
2 nat
That
1.
is crazy.
Oh!
Oh,
That's awful, I'm
oh
afraid.
no.
Yeah, I mean, you feel weak as the blood is being drained from you, and you can't really swing your sword properly on the first one.
I mean, there's a second attack. There's a second attack. Not once. Ouchies. Okay, let's try this again.
Come on.
It's 15.
That is another miss, I'm afraid, as you just are
Damn it.
flailing around in this small space. You scratch up the side of this of the telescope, and you hit one of the bricks loose on the other side. Buds into the ground outside. Anything else that you would like to do?
I mean, can I try to get out of the grapple, or is that like an action that I would have to use to get?
Let me just check that one very quickly. Yeah, I think you would need to use your action to try to break free.
Okay, I guess there's nothing I can really do.
Fantastic. All right, Craig.
You say fantastic too much when non-fantastic things happen.
Awful.
Just
I mean,
an
for the
observation.
DM, it's good. For the DM, it's good. For us,
No, it's not me against you, so it's not like I'm not celebrating.
Yeah.
But, all right, not fantastic. Carry on, Craig.
Alright.
Terrible, Craig.
Terrible, awful.
Horrible.
Going to see something real quick. I have an idea that might be weird, but might work.
Perfect. The best kind of idea.
Could I
that's a
cast
good start.
Dimension Door on him? Because I can't recall if Dimension Door, if it's an unwilling creature, I have to find the spell real quick.
Oh, yeah, I'll have a look as well.
Ban him to the Shadow Realm.
You teleport yourself from your current location. Yeah.
Okay, then I can't take anyone with me. Okay, good. All right.
So no vacation for us.
It's fine. We're good. We'll keep going. Could I take an angle where I could hit a straight line and not hit my pal Legion?
I don't think so. In this much of a confined space, I don't think you could.
Okay.
Wait,
Interesting.
is it like inside the tower or something?
Yes, well, you're all inside the tower. It's all this very, very tight space.
Yes.
Just have to jump out of the tower.
Or push him out of the tower, but I bet he can fly.
True.
Hmm.
This is a question. Okay, hold on. I might have an idea. Okay. I actually never thought I'd be using this. You reckless, correct? So they have advantage on you?
That's right.
Yeah. I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery.
Oh,
You unleash a
okay.
You unleash a sting of insults at a creature you see within range. I see that within range. They have to make a wisdom saving throw or take 1d4 psychic damage and have disadvantage on their attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn. Do I lose concentration if I cast a spell of a cantrip?
No. Only another concentration spell.
Got it. Cool. And
It's 13 on the save.
okay, that fails. So it takes 3d4 psychic damage because I'm at 11th level.
Let's have it. Psychic damage.
2,
I would imagine it feels like brain freeze.
4.
That is an interesting thought.
Yeah, 9 psychic damage. So the point of Vicious Mockery is to insult it. And I say, "Oi, you rich cunt! You've got terrible taste in music. I saw that sheet music. Fucking disgraceful."
And he is obviously very upset by this as he stops drinking blood, turns, and just gives you this sad look of a man who was very proud of his music collection.
Aww.
Oh.
I'm not upset.
Okay, now I almost like him.
Cool. He has a disadvantage on attack rolls next turn. And if is it end of my turn or their turn? Hold on. At the green creature within 5 feet of you for the first time on a turn, or ends on a turn, so its turn, or it ends its turn. Okay, so fire damage does not happen just yet. We're good.
All right.
Done.
Neela.
Hey, I think I will use Devolve as one of my fancy new subclass features on him. And he now has to make a con save against my spell save DC, which is 17. If he fails, he is now soft tissue and has 5 added to every bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage dealt to him.
That is 13, which I believe is a fail.
That is such a fail. He's now very soft.
So quite the opposite to what's happened to you guys. You see him
Yeah.
sort of smooth out, like any wrinkles or more wrinkles probably will be added and start to sag and droop a little bit. And he sort of... Alright, anything else you wanted to do?
That is an action, so... But I think I will use Healing Word again. As, how much HP are you guys each missing?
I've not been hit once. I'm fine.
A lot. I mean, I probably still have more than both of you.
Yeah, true.
Okay, let's say I still use a 5th level spell slot to heal you because I am very nice.
That is very
Yes. But I can only give them one feature at a time. So
That's right.
you'll stay exoskeleton-y
Okay.
and get 5d4 plus 5 healed. Oh my gosh, I rolled terrible. It's 13.
I mean, better
2
than
2s and 2, like 3 2s and 2 1s.
Dice giveth,
That
the
is
dice take
pathetic.
away.
You're a tiny bit healthier now. Just a tiny bit.
Anything else you wanted to do, Neela?
No, I
that's like
suppose we don't.
exactly the damage that I took from the bite. It's just back.
Nice.
Uh,
Grateful to be helping you.
it
A
is-
tiny, tiny bit.
It is his turn, and Craig. I'm afraid he was very unhappy about the comments you made about his music taste. And he is going to fly toward you. Now, Vicious Mockery, is that disadvantage on attack rolls or just saving throws?
It's just attack. I think I'll reread it right now and make sure. Throw and have disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Question: does that give me an opportunity to attack or not?
It would. So we'll see his attack first. And
this is a grapple, correct?
No. It doesn't matter because I rolled 1. I rolled natural 1 because of the Vicious Mockery. So he sort of. So he was going to try to grab you and fly and smash through the wall and throw you out of the tower, but instead he just sort of hits against you like a fish jumping onto the land, right? Just sort of, and it just sort of looks up at you with a bit of a pathetic look, and then we can absolutely have the sentinel attack.
Especially since it's so squishy now too.
Absolutely. The squishing squisher.
I rolled a 7, but plus 6, that is 13.
13 is a miss, I'm afraid. As he's just flying around you. Again, swing out. You're still feeling a little bit weak from the blood loss. He does have one more attack. He is going to try to just swing at you with one of his hands, sharp nails on his hand. 23 to hit, Craig.
23 hits.
23 hits. It's not going to be huge damage. 8 slashing damage.
Still a squishy guy. That doesn't.
And a con save, please, for your investiture.
Okay. True. You said 8 damage.
I did.
Yes.
So it's just DC 10.
Yes. DC 10. Roll 11 on die. So we're good.
You are good. Fantastic. That is his very underwhelming turn. Legion.
Please be more overwhelming.
This time.
I never thought Vicious Mockery would be this awesome.
Dude, it's Vicious Mockery OP.
Reckless attack.
We love insults.
Stab him. Stab. Ooh, nat 20!
Oh,
You really can't do it halfway.
that one. So it will be max damage plus the roll plus your modifier, and then plus 5 from the from devolve as well.
Plus rage.
Okay. Yeah, it's a fucking brutal critical one. Right?
Yeah, brutal critical as well. Holy shit.
Oh my god, wait, that's too many dice. I have to do math now. Okay, wait. I am. Okay, first of all, max damage. That is 12.
Excellent.
Then plus the rage modifier 1 time or 2 times?
Just 1 for the modifier.
Okay, then that's 15. Then normal rolling for damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That is 7.
So that's 22 total.
Plus, and something else. Yeah, right. Brutal critical. There was 1 additional weapon damage die. So again, plus 6.
So 28, plus 5 from devolve. So what is that? 33. Plus whatever your normal modifier is.
So plus 3.
you plus 3. So what did I say before? 30. So 36.
30. Yeah. Oh, fucking hell.
Woo!
1 attack.
Yeah. So that has done some damage, and as you bring your sword down, he turns and he puts a hand up to try to sort of block it, and you just take 2 fingers and a thumb off his hand straight in, and then the blade digs into his chest.
Ow.
And he almost and blood comes out of his mouth, a mixture of his and yours. Second attack. Oh no, that was your second one. The first one was the one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, the first that was
That was the
my
first
like
attack.
opportunity attack. So I still have 1 attack.
Oh, you do have a second. Let's
Yeah.
have it.
Yeah. That is 13.
13 is a miss this time, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
As you're too busy watching these 3 fingers blip blip onto the floor. You're just distracted. Anything else you wanted to do?
No, I'm good.
Perfect. Craig, you're up.
Whew. Craig's feeling good about himself. So this vampire's on the ground, right?
He's still standing up,
Okay.
but he's looking a little bit pathetic at this point.
Is he looking bloodied?
Yeah, drenched.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
Do you mean mechanically bloodied, as in, is he under half his hit points?
Yeah, mechanically bloodied.
He is mechanically bloodied.
Yes.
Craig is an Australian, so he knows a lot about animals, and he knows the fact that an animal is most dangerous when it's backed against the corner, so he's going to use his subclass ability, known as Wait Your Turn. And he will use his action to ask Craig, to ask Todd, what is this vampire going to do?
He is going to... that is a good question. He is going to try to turn into mist and fly back down toward the mansion.
No, don't let him escape. It was such a pain in the ass to find him.
Or, as part of this
Absolutely.
action, you may share this information with any number of creatures that can hear you. So I'm going to be like, "Oi, this guy's going to pussy out on us. He's going to turn in the mist, and he's going to go back to his fucking mansion."
So, how do we make him not do that?
I imagine turning to mist isn't a spell component, but more over a feature ability, if that's correct.
That's right, yeah.
Yes. So I won't be able to stop it, even if I use magic. The only thing we can do is just do damage to it as much as we can.
Okay,
Go all
sounds
out.
fun.
And if it ends, it ended its turn in my vicinity before, correct?
Oh, sure, yeah.
I don't want to forget this because this is like, I don't have much time left.
That
it
sounds
takes
like you're dying.
yes, it takes three fire damage.
3. Ew! Ew, that hurts! He says. 3 damage.
Yeah.
Perfect. Neela.
Okay, if we're no longer holding our punches, and he'll be gone soon, then I will do something rather drastic, and I will use Wall of Fire.
Oh my god!
Okay. And where is that gonna be set?
Okay, I will try to set it so he is like in the path of where this 120-foot long wall would be created. But we are very much out of range of it, please.
Of course. Well, so outside, almost sort of surrounding the tower, between you and between the towers and the mansion.
As long as it hits him and not us,
Of
I don't
course.
have a good like mental picture of where that would go.
Sure. No,
You
yeah,
would be better
absolutely.
He
Absolutely.
now has to make a dex save, and if he fails, he has to take 5d8 fire damage, or half as much on a success.
Oh, I see. So you want to do it so it damages him now, not
Yes.
blocking his path. Okay. So it's
But
quite a
also,
small-
yeah,
Go on.
good point. I thought the mist ability, he could not be blocked. If he can be blocked, then this says I can make a ringed wall up to 20 feet in diameter.
So
Can
yeah,
I somehow make a ringed wall around him that is not around us, so he takes, damage from it, but also is kind of trapped inside it?
that is interesting because it says up to 20 foot in diameter,
could
which
be
I guess
smaller.
means you could make it 1 foot in diameter.
Oh,
Wait,
shit.
really? I thought it was like you can't make it really tiny, so we say 20 feet, and it's just gonna be right around him.
Well, if that's what the spell, if it says up to 20 feet, I guess that means
Yeah.
any amount up to and including. So yeah, you could make just this pillar of flame around
This
him.
pillar of flame that he has-
into a burning ring of
that he is
fire.
inside of now, and that
Alright.
means it says choose one side of the wall, but if it's a circle, I can just choose inside or out, so it's the inside.
Yeah.
And he will have to take 5d8 now. And I suppose when he tries to leave through the wall, then he would take damage again.
So first of all, the first deck save is 14.
Mm-hmm.
For
That
when
failed.
it appears. That fails. Fantastic. Give me the 5d8 and I'll finish reading the spell.
We've
Please
just
burn him to a crisp. 19.
19 damage, yeah? Oh, huge. Yeah, so he is... He can barely scream anymore. It's just like guttural noises coming out of him. And, so it's only if he ends his turn that he would take the damage.
No, a creature takes the same damage when it enters the wall for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there?
Just for the first time.
So enter, does it mean like enter to the side that is damage dealing, or enter the 1 foot thick wall it is trying to leave through? Because in my mind it makes a lot of sense to, make this
Yes,
Make
yeah,
this
yeah.
deal
Tell you what,
damage
let's
to him.
do it. Let's do it because it's well. Are you doing anything else on your turn?
Wait, shit, it's too late. Otherwise I would have cast it at a higher level, but no, there's nothing else I do not mind.
Do that. You can do that. Why not?
Okay, then it will instead be a 6th level spell now, so I roll for like 2d8 more for the first part.
Perfect.
Because we roll in 4. Okay, that is not much. But still, that means that if he moves through it, and if I've understood this correctly, then he would once again have to make a save or take 7d8 damage.
And it is now his turn. And you just see
Please.
like a sadness, like a desperation in these like endless black eyes, and you see him begin to sort of half turn to mist and half sort of step through this fire, and it just almost turns into steam as he steps through, and he will make another dex save. That is even worse than before. So why don't you roll me the 7d8 and we'll see.
Oh my gosh, I love this. Burning people is fun.
Craig's already thinking
All
about
right.
where's his room going to be in this
He now
mansion.
takes 32 damage.
That is more than you needed. So why don't you describe this poor old man's death?
I would first of all not say it's a poor old man. It's a turning other people he killed into squishy shit man. So, But since he turns into mist, I would imagine that this try of his to escape, the mist is going to evaporate almost, and he just poofs into nothingness.
And he does. He just the smoke, steam, fog, whatever it is, just floats up, and you presume he's dead.
Oh no!
And and as the three of you celebrate back at the town and collect your reward after clearing the mansion of the evil man who lived there, why don't you tell me each, since you're now moving into this mansion, apparently, why don't you each tell me one thing you would like to do to decorate or to make this mansion more homely for you?
Craig is very much an entertainer of sorts, so he's going to set up the the observatory where the piano was, and he's going to try to make a phone stand for his for his phone. He's going to just play as much music as he can remember, and then record it.
Right,
Or live stream it if he can.
Send it to Todd.
So he's just doing as much as he can, playing, serenading the halls of this beautiful mansion.
All right, wonderful. What about Neela and Legion? What would you like to do to make this stately old manor more homely for you?
I think Neela would generally just enjoy whatever's gardens out there and nature, and not really be much inside, aside from dragging random plants she found inside to make it more pretty in her eyes. And she would also, I'd like to add, spend her days in some animal form, kind of sneaking up to Craig's musical performance, and then quickly turn back to human to throw an acorn at him or something, and then run away.
Ruining
And be
all
like,
of his TikTok videos.
Silence!
Hey guys, it's Craig, chosen one here. I'm just playing this thing. Oh, motherfucker!
I love how his last name right now, or his title here, is just the chosen one.
It's in the middle of the night. Stop this.
There was actually a very nice rose garden that Duke Zygmunt kept out the back that you didn't check out. So there would indeed be lovely flowers for you to
Then I would definitely spend a lot of time there.
Fantastic.
Craig's gonna set up mouse traps as a form of retaliation.
Then I'm just gonna start turning into I don't know, centipedes or flies or mosquitoes. You cannot trap against everything.
You say that as you're on
You
flypaper.
can't hide.
He's like, no.
I would say Legion has also claimed a room for themselves that is just pitch black, and you guys have no idea what's going on in there. And nobody
Very normal
wants to
stuff.
spend a night there. No,
Alright,
no.
I'll use my imagination.
Definitely no faulty stuff going on.
Yeah. The room with the white brick lays is now just like covered in black ink of like eyes.
And that is it. Congratulations, well done. You have successfully saved the town of Scornubel and rid it of its vampire hunter.
Yay!
We're here.
All in a day's work
We
for the
are
chosen
amazing.
Woo! And all thanks to our amazing subclass abilities.
That which we all used and all helped us defeat this enemy, guys.
I'm such a big fan of the exoskeleton.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of sad that I didn't get to use echolocation. Imagine someone uses like the darkness spell, and you're like, suck it, I might not be able to see in magical darkness, but I can do echolocation.
Yeah. And there was like so many cool things about the GM patron one, where it was like if I had failed an ability check, which honestly I didn't do because I'm the chosen one, but I could have added a D8, which would have been really cool, and I would have liked to have flavored that in some way. But there's also passive stuff, and you get in like third level, where you get saving throws are buffed, you get your AC buffed. It's a whole cool thing. Oh, so I love this so much.
Oh, thank you. It was
And
a
you get
pleasure
to play
being your
Chosen One.
patron.
I'm Craig, the chosen one, guys.
No one has ever sounded this enthusiastic about being the chosen one.
Yeah. It's like it's kind of like if Harry Potter had more bravado than that's Craig.
Well, sure. Yeah, you're just as talented. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not the boy who lived. I'm the boy who's living.
Oh.
That could be the name of your TikTok channel where you upload your music.
No, my channel is literally just Craig the Chosen One. That's all. That's his channel name. That's where he's tagged. At the Chosen One, Craig.
First album is The Boy Who's Living.
The boy's exactly.
Ooh. Oh god, it's all just gonna be puns on Chosen One teenage novels that he's read.
Yeah. Oh man, it was so fun. This was so fun, Todd. Thank you so much. This was.
Yeah, thank you. That was really fun.
No, pleasure. Thank you guys for letting me use your platform. Yeah, I really appreciate it. It's and you have a fan in me as well now, who's
No,
genuinely
that's sweet.
enjoying listening to all your stuff as well. Confronting all of your childhood demons was very enjoyable.
Especially since it was mainly other people's childhood demons. I knew like one of the movies.
I was going to say,
But it was so funny.
One of the funniest things was, I haven't seen that about every single one. I really enjoyed that.
And I thought I haven't seen much movies, but like compared to you.
Well, thank you to our
Yeah.
listeners who have like stood this long to listen to our content. Please go check
Yeah,
out Todd's channel. We'll link
Yes,
everything
thank
to
you.
him. His Kickstarter, everything will be linked to him in the bottom description. We'll see you guys in our next video podcast, whatever. Bye!
Bye!
Thank you. Bye.